Hello folks, I'm LA Little TA today, and today I'm going to talk about uranium, the fact that it's a range-bound market now, and look back at how we got here. Now, the last time we did a video, we talked about the miners potentially going to push higher, notional supply at the time. As measured by the Sprott U-UN, we noted that it was in a range, but we expected it to test the top, and we explicitly laid out that scenario that you needed for this thing to trade higher, and if it didn't, what to look out for. Here's that clip. So what do you watch? You watch the swing point high. You look at this guy over here and you watch it. You say, hey, can it get up here and get over it and stay over it? If it does, you got something cooking. And it also sets up, when it does, it sets up the retest regen. That retest regen is right there. And so what you want to see is when it gets up here, you want to see it come back in and hold that area and regenerate. Don't want it to close below that low. That tells you, even on this time frame, everything's still cooking. Now the problem, of course, is this is extended. The MTTF's way up there. It should retest and break a swing point low at some point. This is going to print a swing point low next. Okay, back to the live video. So what happened? Well, pretty much what we thought was going to happen. It goes up, does that test. Here's the test, breaks over it, right? The retest regen becomes this area, just like we thought. On Feb 8th, it breaks it. I started tweeting about it on Feb 8th. Lots of tweets. I tweeted 3 or 4 times that day. And if you're not following me, go look at @TA today as a follow, and you can watch me there. But what I said was basically, hey, that break tells us it's a range, right here. And we're probably going to get a range. Where's the range going to go to? It's going to go after the swing point low. That's what it's doing, folks. Now, it may break it, may not. It's extended. Should it break it? Probably will break it. This is where support is. You saw a little bit of buying come in earlier today. But that's the situation, right? Yeah, I would prefer it to actually break, come back, retest, regen, because that will be the retest, regen on the way back up, and more than likely that will fail. That's exactly what you want, because that throws you into a range. So overall, this did exactly what it was supposed to do. Now, I know a lot of you are interested in the miners, and so what I want to do is I want to turn to the pure play miner first, URNM, and I want to go over the situation there, which is basically the same thing. Here's the swing point high. It got over this swing point high. It breaks, registers the swing point high. Where's the retest regen? Right there. Where's the break? 8th. Where did I tweet? 8th. What was it going to do? Go after a swing point low. That's what we talked about. What does it do today? Breaks it. What's that mean? Retest regen here on this swing point high. Retest regen on that swing point high. This one, second test. This one's actually tested once already. I tested right here immediately after the breakout. This one has not, the lower one, right? This swing point high here hasn't been tested. So this is the first retest, way more than 6 bars. Odds are extremely high that this thing's going to try and regenerate higher. So you got to expect it's going to come back up. Let me clean it up and show you the rest of it, which is this is the swing point low. That means it's going to come right back into it. And what's that going to do? Well, the odds aren't nearly as high as this one regenerating higher to actually turn this one back down. But probabilities do favor it, so we may see some back and forth here. But I suspect it's going to build out a range, and it's going to go after the congruent area that's right there. And if that's true, then what's going to happen is your range is going to build out to be something like maybe that area. And so somewhere around 48.5, maybe 58.5, so around a 10-point range. On a 58 base, you're talking about 16-17%. That's worth trading. That's worth trading. It's worth trying to buy the bottoms and sell the top. And whether you hold, if you're an investor, you just take 10-20% of it. I've talked about this before, and you trade that part of it. This is probably going to play out for months, at least weeks, if not months. Usually you'll see 3 times. So this is the first time down. You'll get some sort of move back up here, come down again, move back up here. Maybe this one breaks out, or you may get a little stutter step one, and then you get the breakout. That's the way they usually work out. And so if you want to wait, right, then you're going to sit there and have it go up on you and come back down on you, go up, right, and you're just not going to do anything, and your money's just going to be sitting there. That's your prerogative. I mean, you can do it that way if you're afraid of missing the move. Me, I prefer to actually trade that range while I can, with the knowledge and the expectation that eventually it's going to break out. Now I know URA is a big winner out here. People like to look at it. Here's the breakout over this. Where's the retest regen? There. Where's the break? Exact same day. What is it going to do? Go after the low. That's what it did here. Broke it. Go after the next low. It broke it because this is a weaker version. It also pays a high dividend, so it has a different chart. But all of this looks exactly the same. I'll let you do the math. You know what to look for. That's where we're at. This is a range. Trade the range while you can. Build a position even larger for what comes next. I'm L.A. Little with TA Today. That's it for this time. Have a great one. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.